So you got yourself a nice Sega CD or you're looking to buy one. Well, as someone who owns the entire North American library, I can tell you you've come to the right place. And today I'm going to give you my top 10 list of Sega CDs, so stay tuned because this episode is for you. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this special edition of the Layman Video Gamer. I'm Scott Galaxy, and this one is a little near and dear to me because today I'm going to be discussing my top 10 games for one of my favorite systems of all time, the Sega CD. And as I said in the open, I own the entire library, and believe me you, it's not cheap to do that. Because they are all complete in box, and they are in exquisite shape. Like I said, I'm a huge fan. So before I go into that list, let's talk about the Sega CD just for a moment. Or Mega CD, for my friends across the world. The Sega CD, or Mega CD in just about every other continent, is an add-on that does exactly what it says. It plays CD-based video games. But that's not all it does. It also adds extra hardware functionality and graphic enhancements through a faster central processing unit, and even plays audio CDs and CD plus G discs like this one. It was released on December 12, 1991 in Japan, October 15, 1992 in North America, and 1993 in Europe, and sold 2.24 million units before it was discontinued in 1996. A very sad day for Sega fans. The goal of the Sega CD? To add more than 320 times the storage capacity than your average Genesis cartridge, which meant incredible full-motion video games. And you're going to see all of that wonderful Sega CD power throughout this list, so let's just get to it. Number 10, Popful Mail. What was almost a game about Sonic the Hedgehog's sister, Popful Mail is fun and every bit the Japanese quirkiness you'd expect. The voice work is actually very good, and the cutscenes are fantastic.
What was that? It sounded, like...
Hey! Are you blind or something? Up in the tree, you dunderhead!
But this game doesn't come cheap, I will warn you. But rest assured, you will love this game if you're willing to foot the bill.
I knew I should have stayed in bed.
Number 9, Road Rash. I could easily move this game up the list, but it most definitely sits in my top 10. The music is phenomenal, with songs from Soundgarden and Monster Magnet, among others, and there's over 25 minutes of video to enjoy. That's right, 25 minutes of actual video. Do that, Super Nintendo. Even better news is that it won't cost you a ton of money, so go out there and get your rash on. This is an epic, and I mean epic game. Number 8, Android Assault. Or if you got the Japanese version, it's called Bari Arm. Now this is probably a good time to say that I love shoot 'em ups. I love shmups, however you want to say it. But my love for them is fairly recent. I didn't own that many, if any, back in the day, but I do now, and I am hooked. And Android Assault is a big part of that reason. Now this is just a fantastic shmup, and I believe it was only released on the Sega CD, so it has that exclusive label attached to it as well. Which does mean you'll pay a lot of money for it, but it's worth it for the 7 stages of butt-kicking action and weapons that are gonna make you pee your pants. I just realized I said that out loud. Number 7, Soulstar. Of all the games on this list, this one probably pushes the Sega CD the hardest. There's non-stop scaling and incredible graphics for the time. I mean, this game is a gem. Now, it isn't the easiest to win or control, at least not at first, but it's worth the effort because once you get the hang of it, you're gonna love this game. I mean it, you're gonna love this game. I've always been a fan of Core, the developer for this game, because they seem to want to explore the Sega CD's capabilities more than any other developer. Now, sure, it hasn't aged well, but back in 1994, this thing rocked. Number 6, Kyo Flying Squadron.
And what were you doing while they were stealing the key from us? You went to get a snack, you fool!
Ow! You don't have to get so upset about a dinky key.
You don't understand anything. It was Dr. Poon who stole it from us, a super intelligent raccoon. You'd better hurry and chase them down.
I hate this. Hey, Spot, we gotta go. Spot? Are you still sleeping? Wake up!
Now, I can only say this. I love this game. I really do. The cutscenes, the gameplay, the characters, the voice acting, the music, everything on this game is top-notch, and it's 100%, if not more, Japanese goodness. If you can afford this game, because it is the most expensive game you will ever buy for this system, you will be treated to a phenomenal experience. I mean, it was literally the second to last game I bought for this system because it was so expensive. But I am so happy I got it in beautiful shape, complete in box. If you can get your hands on this, do it. Buy it. It's wonderful. Number 5, Mickey Mania. If you love Mickey Mouse, you're going to love this game. Mark my words.
Steamboat Willie.
It takes you from the mouse's humble beginnings and throughout his entire career, or at least most of it. The gameplay on this is stellar, the music is as well. It's CD quality, so it's even more amazing. The voice acting is great, and it's probably one of the more beautiful games to look at. Now, I do find it a bit hard to play because you cannot save your progress on this. So you need to finish it in one sitting, and you do not have an endless amount of lives to get you through it. In fact, I have yet to beat this thing, but it's not from a lack of trying. I've gotten close, but I keep going back because this one is a classic.
Here, boy! Get the move! Fire! Help! Fire! He's going higher!
Number 4, Snatcher. Snatcher is at the top of the list when it comes to value. It's second only to Kyo Flying Squadron. But why is it so expensive, you're asking? Why is Snatcher so expensive? Well, first of all, it's a phenomenal game. But I'll also admit it's not for everyone. This is an interactive visual novel adventure game that will take you a lot of time, and it's going to take you a lot of patience, and then even more time, and even more patience. But if you can get through it, and you get hooked by this story, which I know you will, it's going to be worth it because it has beautiful scenes, the animation is fantastic, the story is addicting, like I said, and the voiceover is really good in this.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed is here. I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
Plus, you get to use Konami's Justifier light gun if you happen to own it, which I think you do. So do yourself a favor, save up your money, buy this game, and play this game to your heart's content. I promise you won't be sorry, but you probably will be a little lighter on the pocketbook.
Metal, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2. I am programmed to be your personal assistant. This is a turbocycle, specially designed for junker use. In addition to three-wheeled ground travel, it is capable of hovering and high-speed flight.
A flying tricycle, huh? I just came in one of these things.
Now departing for the abandoned factory.
My first day on the job, and now this. Ace Junker Gibson has cornered a suspected snatcher. I wonder if this guy really is a snatcher.
Number 3, Sonic CD. What's to say about Sonic CD other than it is the best Sonic game ever made? I don't say that lightly because there have been some great Sonic games over the years for pretty much every system. This game to me is above all of those because it boasts more than 50 levels and has bonus levels to boot. What makes this one different is you can travel in the past, you can travel to the future, and back again. And the Q-Sound technology that's on this makes this soundtrack one of the best. I mean, once you hear that title song, you're hooked. You'll never forget that song ever again. This is Sonic at his best. Number 2, Lords of Thunder. So while I loved Android Assault, nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to Lords of Thunder. This game is epic. For lack of a better word, it's epic. From the graphics and the gameplay, all the way to the tons of options and rock-heavy soundtrack. This, in my opinion, is the best shmup on the Sega CD, hands down, and could have very well been my #1 pick on this list. I just listen to the soundtrack. I just get pumped to play this game just listening to it. And the title for the #1 game on the Sega CD system goes to Shining Force CD. This is undeniably my #1 game on the Sega CD. I know I just told you that, Lords of Thunder could have been #1, but really, Shining Force CD takes the cake. And the funny thing about that is that I was not a big RPG game kind of guy. I never have been, but I do love strategy games, but never RPGs. But because I heard such wonderful things about this game, I ended up buying it, and I mean, I was not disappointed. This is just an incredible game. Great characters, great gameplay, great fighting mechanics, great animation, great music. This game literally has it all, and in fact, it had not one, but 2 games on this CD. Amazing. So there you have it. That is my top 10 list for the Sega CD. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you disagree or you think maybe something else should have been on there, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna go play myself some Sega CD, and we'll see you next time on another episode of the Layman Video Gamer. Thanks, guys.